Well, we're down in Waterford now because one of the high points of sporting history in Waterford City in recent times was the achievement of Waterford United in winning the Cup in 1980. Now, as you might well imagine, there was merriment and celebrating in these streets for many a long day and night after that. It's a match well worth reliving, and we now rejoin part of it.
Ahead of them, 90 minutes. Is it to be Waterford after a wait of 43 years, or Pats to win their third cup in 21 years? Great atmosphere at Dalymount and a tremendous support from Waterford. A look at the Pats side that has scored 9 and conceded 6, though Jackie Jamieson, the star front player, has yet to score in the cup. Their leading scorer is Derek Carthy with 5 of those 9 goals that they've scored, and he really is lethal up front on even the half chance. Waterford play the team that won through in the semi-final, which means that Peter Thomas, 14 years in Waterford, plays in his 4th cup final, but still looking for that elusive medal. Al Finucane at centre-half already has a medal, won 9 years ago at Limerick. Still a fine player in the heart of the Blues defence. For the first time since 1970, a team of Cork officials in charge of the cup final, and the man in the middle is Kevin O'Sullivan. St. Patrick's Athletic to kick off. And the first field for Jimmy Grace. Wind howling across the ground, and not a good day for keepers. En route to this final, Waterford have scored 13 times and conceded only 3. The bookies make them favourites, but Pats have other thoughts. Here's Malone across to Kerwin. O'Mahony made the original mistake, and Kerwin couldn't avail of it. Now Mark Megan away. Willie Roach. Malone. Megan. Larry Murray beaten by Jamieson. And a free kick to St. Patrick's Athletic, and today it looks as though Jamieson might just turn it on. So Joey Malone, number 6, to take it. Aimed at Carthy, the smallest man in there, and he had no chance. Higgins, Niall O'Donnell back to Tony Higgins. That's played for Jamieson. Jamieson to Higgins. And Thomas has to show his class. Long shot by Tony Higgins, but it was all set up by Jamieson. Good save by Thomas, because it's very bumpy around that goal. Higgins coming from the back. But Higgins is a threat coming through and backing up the front players. Kirk's causing a bit of problem with his power in the air. Between Higgins and Wallace. Now it's Carty for Pats. To Joey Malone. And that was an accident by Murphy and Wallace, and the referee rightly let it go. Good intelligence by Kevin O'Sullivan, the official. Cross by Megan, a header by Wallace, and a goal kick. But that all came about by the referee, Kevin O'Sullivan, using his common sense as Murray came in to challenge Wallace. and allowing Waterford the advantage. Larry Murray. The foul by Manley. Murray rather thinks he might have been given an advantage. Wants the players back. Chance here for Waterford. Murray, a great kicker of a dead ball in these situations. The header from Gardner, it's in! Beautifully headed with a tremendous lot of authority. Brian Gardner the scorer, and Waterford lead 1-0. So Murray may have been annoyed that the foul was given initially, but it was his own accuracy from the dead ball that found Gardner with the header and in off the upright, and Grace had to pick it out. They used to say down Waterford way they'd give away 3 or 4 of the league championships for just one taste of the cup. Well, now they know it'll take 2 goals to beat them. Can Pats come back? Jemison, super header, almost caught Waterford, and Thomas with Mark Megan in some difference. Just a little flare-up between Megan and Thomas. What a cup campaign it's been for Brian Gardner, the Waterford fullback. That's his 3rd goal out of 14. Jemison again with the flick to Willie Roach. And that's gone up into St. Peter's School. Willie played in the cup final here 13 years ago for Pats during Rovers' great winning sequence. He lost then, and is still waiting for that medal. Peter Corcoran, the Waterford trainer, and the chewing gum not by any means losing its flavour. 3, George Monelli, as he calls himself. And it's his name. Kirk, good turn on Murphy there. Back to Murray. Willie Roach is covering. But there's no doubt that this young man, Larry Murray, is causing havoc to Pats. Great skill on the ball, nice balance. Vincent McCarthy will take the corner kick for Waterford. Once more, Gardner's forward. So is Tony Dunphy coming up to join them. It's a touch on and just over by Al Finucane. It was very close, Al, to goal number 2. The corner for McCarthy floated neatly to the near post, and sneaking in there, the so experienced Finucane. Wasn't it close? Nobody coming free from Manelli. Kerwin. Hines. Finucane in control, and that's good enough for Waterford. Here's Mark Megan, aimed at Paul Kirk. Well read by Higgins. He was quick there, Tony Higgins. But it's still McCarthy for Waterford to Madigan. Promise here. McCarthy takes it up, tries to feed it in to Wallace. And a corner kick. Very good move by the Blues. McCarthy and Madigan, 2 of the principals in it. Larry Murray's corner is snuffed in there. Finucane was there, and Gardner was there again, looking for another goal. Well, what a fullback this Gardner boy is. He's got one, and he wasn't a mile away from number 2. It really is some bonus when your defenders can come forward and score. In fact, the whole Waterford back four has scored in this cup campaign. For Pats, it's pressure, pressure all the way. They really haven't been able to settle down or at any time dictate it, except when Jemisin's on the ball. It's Murray. Oh, it's a lovely jink, a lovely turn. Bundle of tricks, Larry Murray. Vincent McCarthy. He was on the Soccer Writers Association of Ireland Team of the Year last year. Again, it's holding up. There's a header in there from Kirk. Flicked across again by McCarthy. Up goes Kirk again. And this time it's a goal kick. But an example there of the damage that big Paul Kirk can do in a penalty area. And the Kilcohen fans are happy at Dalymount. Jemison with Dunphy. To Hines. Jemison again. That got a deflection. Oh, it's a super save. That's one of the great saves. That's one of the best saves that the cup final has seen. Because that took a vicious bounce. And Thomas, turning over, managed to poke out a hand and turn it away. So can Pats come back before half-time. Tommy Deasy there, the trainer. Down at the end there you see Harry McHugh, whose son today, Harry, is playing for Athlone against Limerick in that league decider. Mal O'Donnell. Jemison. Oh, he did well. Here's Carthy, left it from Malone. Kerwin, and a great tackle by Ger O'Mahony. And then O'Mahony on the double. Well, that was a saver. It's almost becoming boringly repetitive, but isn't Jemison really turning along? As the ball came across out of nothing, perhaps Derek Carthy might have had the first goal for Pats. But in the end it was left to Kerwin, and when the chance came back, it was Ger O'Mahony who saved Waterford. Touch on, whistles, and the interval break. And so the teams go off with Waterford, that precious goal in front. And the man who got it, Brian Gardner, has had a very fine game, both as defender and goal scorer. In the second half, St. Patrick's Athletic will have the big wind, but more importantly, Waterford will have the goal. 45 minutes to go, the prize, the FAI Cup, and a place in the European Cup Winners' Cup. Pats now have the big wind behind them. That's Jemison through. Carty with the flick on. Here's O'Donnell. And once more, as so often in the past, Thomas to the rescue of Waterford. That looked good. It was Jemison and Carty in the build-up. It was Niall O'Donnell in at the finish. But Thomas denied him. Tommy Jackson, the Waterford manager, thinking about joining the game. He has a suspect calf muscle on his left leg. That is, but he figures he'll play at some stage, and that stage would appear to be now. Vinnie McCarthy with the free kick. Away goes Malone. And they're hitting all sorts of footballs up at Jackie Jamieson, and he's taking them all. That's by Dunphy. Breaks it, here's Kerwin! Paul Kerwin, that was the chance of the equaliser, and he knows himself he should have taken it. Jamieson, once more the man who set it up, with a delightful piece of play from the right. And Kerwin coming in, it probably was a lot harder to bury than it looked from here. Kirk to Wallace. Madigan for McCarthy. Corner kick to Waterford. Well, they've just over a half an hour to wait to celebrate Shoreside. Larry Murray with the corner kick. Al Finucane is up on the goal line per usual. Grist. Now Kerwin for Pats. Jamieson's broken free from. Took Dunphy out of the middle. Leaves the gap. And it's Mark Megan who gets back. Pats would appear to be in this game with a real chance again. Here's Carty to Kerwin. And a great save by Thomas. The fans around Dalymount stand up and applaud perhaps the finest goalkeeper that's played here in the last quarter of a century, Peter Thomas. So Sid Wallace on the deck as Peter Corcoran, the Waterford trainer, comes to give him his undivided attention. Sid Wallace departs the scene. We can only hope that it's nothing serious and that they're just taking him off as a precaution. So Eamon Cody comes in to get his little taste of what might be a piece of Waterford glory. And 6 minutes left of normal playing time, but for the injury here to Wallace and a few other stoppages, perhaps a bit more. He's an obvious pain. They come again looking for another one. Jackson, Cody, and a corner kick. I wonder how many of them will be at work tomorrow as they celebrate down in Waterford. Or is it too early? They've got the initiative, and they've got the goal. Larry Murray's corner kick. Away by Tony Higgins, further away by Malone, now right. Madigan for Waterford. Nice little ball at Kirk, and Willie Roach saves it. And he's fouled as the ball was flicked into the side netting. Free kick, St. Patrick's Athletic. It's going to be disappointment, I'm afraid, for the Pats people. Al Finucane and Peter Thomas between them. But it's a corner kick for Pats, and surely this is our last chance. Peter Corcoran can hardly stand it. Kerwin to take the corner. And everybody's up. And it's another corner kick. And this time Joey Malone will take it, I think. Everybody of Pats and everybody of Waterford, bar Jim Grace, is in and around the Waterford penalty area. It's a last stand. It hangs up there. Thomas gets a flick. And a flick was enough as Cody clears it away. Tony Higgins for St. Patrick's Athletic, and that was the time they didn't want that. The Waterford fans can hardly contain themselves. It's become an obsession down in Waterford, this cup. Some people believed in hoodoos and said they'd never win it. It looks like they were wrong. Jimmy Grace deprives Eamon Cody. It's a corner kick for Waterford. The game is in injury time. Tommy Jackson going over to maybe play a bit of play ball at the corner flag. And a goal kick, and Jackson will be a disappointed man. Look at the hurry in Jimmy Grace now. It's over! The cup has gone to Waterford! The cup has gone to Waterford, and surely nobody in football, not even St. Patrick's Athletic, can deny them that they've deserved it after so many years and so many great teams. Brian Gardner, the scorer, being swamped there in an avalanche of fans. The picture for the album. He's the man who did it. That's what a cup final hero looks like. What he feels like, well, we don't know. At last, Peter Thomas, a word of consolation for Willie Roach, who, like Peter, is waiting for the best part of 15 years for a cup medal. An incredible day for Waterford. Kenny McCarthy there with Paul Kirk and Eamon Cody, the substitute, and they all tasted a bit of it. And one young man who will have something to remember when this picture is shown on television. And there's Sid Wallace, and it's nice to see that his legs are not tied together, which rather suggests that there's no break. And that's a lovely sight, because he played his part too in bringing the cup to Waterford after a wait that for their older fans must have seemed like an eternity. At Dalymount Park, the 1980 Cup has been won by Waterford, 1-0. And the goal scorer, Brian Gardner, on the happy scene with the tears in the eyes of Sid Wallace. That's the story, and there's the protest. Charlie Cow, the president of the Football Association, prepares to hand it over. Heather O'Driscoll, the secretary of the FAI, there with him. And what a cheer will reach to the heavens as the Waterford skipper comes to receive it. Al Finucane, the captain who leads by example. Fantastic player for so long. The Limerick man who leads Waterford. And the cup goes to the city by the shore. At long last.